there and welcome back to my channel. This is my week 5 pregnancy update and this is the first pregnancy update from this pregnancy. I'm going to do a separate video about how I felt when I found out that I was pregnant again. So this will be my 4th pregnancy, but only, well, I was going to say only my 2nd healthy pregnancy, but obviously I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping that this baby will stay sticky, but I have one daughter, Rosalie, who is now 2 years old, and I have had 2 miscarriages in between having her and then this pregnancy. So yeah, I'm trying to be positive, and I'm doing quite well really. To be honest, it doesn't even enter my mind that I will lose this baby again. It's not something I'm thinking about. So if it happens, it happens, but hopefully it won't, and I can carry on with these weekly updates all the way through the pregnancy. But anyway, let's get stuck in. So this is like the first week that I found out I was pregnant. I found out last Friday. So I'm just going to talk to you about how I've been feeling and how the baby's growing. So today I am 5 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So this update is going to be about the 5th week of my pregnancy. So the baby is about 0.1 inch long and it's about the size of a sesame seed. Not very big at all. But it's amazing like the difference that that little thing is making to me. I'm going to talk about that more later on. The baby has a 2-chambered heart that's been pumping for the last 20 days. The start of a spinal column is beginning to form, as well as the baby's skeleton. Facial features are starting to form, like tiny eyes and ears, although it looks a bit like a tadpole at the moment, and as I said earlier, is only the size of a sesame seed. However, the heart will be beating regularly. So the next section is maternity clothes. Obviously I'm not wearing any maternity clothes yet, but I have noticed that things are starting to get a lot tighter, so I've been choosing to wear leggings and things, and loose dresses, because obviously it's still quite hot at the moment. No stretch marks yet, although I do need to buy some body butter so I can start applying religiously. Sleep. I normally never wake up in the night, and before I found out I was pregnant, because this was what made me decide to do a test, was the fact that I kept getting up in the night at around 4 AM, the same time every night, around 4 AM, to go for a wee. So I decided to do a pregnancy test, and it was positive. So every night at 4 AM, so weird. It was like this with Rosalie, but I think it was like 2 AM or 3 AM, but it was the same time every night. So yeah, goodbye a restful night's sleep for the next 2 years. Best moment this week is definitely been finding out I was pregnant. I found out last Friday. Yeah, so I'm just really chuffed. I had an inkling, which is why I bought a pregnancy test, but I wasn't really expecting it to be positive, so I was really pleased. I have started to, nothing really bad, but I have started to feel a little bit nauseous in this pregnancy. It's tended to be in the evenings rather than in the morning. I have also not been very well this week, so that might have something to do with it. Gender, obviously I don't know the gender of the baby, but I will definitely be finding out because I need to prepare. If you followed my last pregnancy updates, you will know that I desperately wanted a boy second time round, and I still would like a boy, but I kind of think that I'm having a girl, and I've come round to that idea. I think I would like, obviously after the 2 miscarriages, I would just like a healthy baby, and you know, there are some pros to having a sister. No labour signs, thank God. Belly button is still in. Wedding rings. My wedding ring is on, and I kept my wedding ring on the whole time when I was pregnant with Rosalie, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to do the same again. Happy or moody most of the time? I would say I am happy most of the time. I'm feeling really positive, and I just really, hopefully we will be able to have an early scan because of my previous miscarriages. So once I've had that, I think I'll be a little bit more reassured, and I would also just like to get past the 12-week mark, because then you're kind of safe. Symptoms. I would say that I have actually had quite a lot of symptoms this pregnancy. My last 2 I didn't really have that many symptoms, but I seem to be feeling quite a lot quite early on this time round, which I'm taking as a good sign. Not so much the morning sickness, although I have been feeling a little bit nauseous in the evenings, but my boobs have got huge. Like the bra I'm wearing now is like one of the bras I wore when I was pregnant with Rosalie. It's like a D, and normally I'm a B, and I fill it. My belly, I've got a little bump. I think I was a little bit fat before I got pregnant, so it's just added to that. The main symptom is getting up every night. And normally I would sleep through the night. I don't get up at all and go to the toilet, whereas I've been getting up at religiously 4 AM every single night, which is annoying. But yeah, the main thing, tender breasts as well, like nipples getting darker. And Rosalie keeps like grabbing them and tweaking my nipples and things like accidentally, and I'm like, ah! So the thing I'm most looking forward to is getting an early scan date. I phoned the miscarriage clinic to arrange that, and they're going to get back to me with a date. So I think after, when I know that's coming, that's something to work towards, and I'll just be a lot more relaxed after we've had that if I know everything's okay. So that's the end of my pregnancy update. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've been feeling in my 5th week of pregnancy. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing these weekly updates every week, so if you're pregnant at the same time as me, you can join us on our pregnancy journey and see if I'm feeling the same things you are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, bye!